Well, everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Die Hart, the movie. And this was originally supposed to be a Quibi series and has been shaken up into a feature-length film coming out on Amazon. And this is directed by Eric Appel, who has done things like the new Weird Al Yankovic story, Silicon Valley, Son of Zorn, and this focuses on a fictionalized version of Kevin Hart, who basically is called out for not being able to be an action star and goes to this camp put on by a French action director who's totally not Luc Besson. And he winds up going to this camp run by John Travolta, and he winds up pairing up with Natalie Emmanuel's Jordan. And is this all a show? Is this all put on? You'll have to find out. And this is only like an hour and 25 minutes, but I do feel like it was an interesting and crazy fun concept, but it just feels like it's done to death and just stretched out beyond its limits. And it winds up going into so many cliches, and like Natalie Emmanuel's character is just one giant cliche from like action movies, and like there's not much to her character. Kevin Hart going through a lot of his like Kevin Hart isms, despite the fact trying to be like not Kevin Hart. There's definitely some laughs along the way. There's a fun cameo from a actor who is definitely famous in the early 2000s, and that I think they did a fun job with. And then you have, John Travolta, who I think is having a blast, and he's a decent amount of fun in this. He's definitely the most fun part of the movie. And like the action is fine. The whole concept feels, like I said, stretched out and overdone after a while. And it's like, it's fine. It's not the kind of thing where it's like, this could have been so interesting and bold and meta and fresh, like a unbearable weight of massive talent. It kind of is trying to go for that, but just comes up a little bit flat and a little sterile and a little undercooked. And despite the fact that it's not even an hour and a half, feels overlong and stretched out. Just feels like they didn't have much more to this concept idea except for like a basic idea. And it definitely feels like it runs its course. But, it has some laughs. It's some fun. And it's not a huge commitment. So maybe it's worth a little watch on Amazon. Otherwise, it's okay at best. But those are my thoughts on Die Hart, the movie. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.